Слава Україні!
Hello comrades, and welcome to part 4, I think. Yeah, part 3 was the first set of vehicles, so yes, part 4. The vehicles show off, or the UFO Aftermath mod show off. We are starting on the civil cars, marine, the new tab, and other. So, yeah, we're starting with civilian cars. Pretty vast amount. Each and every car you see here is usable. I love how they animated the flags on this. This is from the civil car mod. You don't want to activate the civil car mod and UFO Aftermath together because they work, but because it uses civil car assets, some of the cars will crash instead. As well as the mod will be in Russian, so if you have civil car mod, as cool as it is, you'll have to deactivate it. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that's pretty awesome how you got the flags to wave like that. This wacky little truck van thing. Got some pretty nice cars here. The Königsberg, I think. I don't know why they did a police variant, but they did. Hummer has a SBU colorings and stuff as well if you change it. It has a Ukrainian plate. This is just a plain civilian. This is really cool how you can basically animate an entire city map with all these civilian cars without being too repetitive. It's beautiful. You also get a good number of these police kind of cars. They look wonderful. It'd be great if they could figure out how to get the lighting and stuff to work, like in civil car. It'd be pretty cool. What's nice about this truck right here, they got rid of the blood in the back. It's a small detail, but still, it's a nice detail. Some trucks here, cabs, police. There's a few textures missing, or texture errors or whatever. I think it looks fine. But I know some of you might not enjoy that, so let's see. We got minivans here. A lot of these cars are from GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA San Andreas. As you'll recognize these cars. These are San Andreas cars. They have their own set of textures and stuff. But it's just great to have such a vast number of options. Now this line of cars, they're all the same. They have just different skins. At the East German military police, or I guess just normal police. The Militia. We got this one, the old Soviet police. This police car is from the made-up faction of Cherno-Rus. Or not exactly Cherno... Is it Cherno-Rus? Or... Yeah, Cherno-Rus. Can't remember the exact name, but this is their style, their militia. This is just a funny Arab-looking style for the car that I decided to choose. Here we have a really nice UAZ. It's a police variant. It's the modern version that they use in the Russian police today. I remember in I want to say it was like the World Cup or something that there's a video of a guy and he's like hanging on the back of this and he's shaking and rocking the truck, and then he suddenly jumps off because the police show up, and the police, they full on beat his ass to the ground. Here we have some, I think Mercedes, or no, Cayenne Porsche or something. You got the police variant. We have the emergency services of Russia, and then just the normal civilian. Got some gas. The Glentwagen. Got the gas, taxi, police, civil. Here we have the line of Crown Vics. Got the Ukrainian, Russian, NYPD, LAPD, the Cherno-Rus police faction, and Canada. Look at that. It's not the best. I'll fix it on my own time. But still, it's funny to see Canada's mention in there. Taxis. These are the cars that are from Civil Car, in case you're wondering. Very cool. I saw a screenshot where they're, if you load them up enough, you actually have guys hanging off the side of these. I haven't done it myself yet, but I'll test it out. It'd be pretty cool to see. And this is the FBI variant, or maybe unmarked cruiser kind. You have this kind from New York City. Normal police, NYPD, sheriff. Very cool. Here we got some buses. I got a good variety. They got the standard school bus. I think this is a Chevrolet bus. Yep, Chevrolet. I gotta drink soda. Let's see, you got the Marine Corps. Department of Corrections police bus. You have a line of Russian buses. Or, not Russian, but East European buses. So like Ukrainian, Russian, Polish. An emergency vehicle one. No idea what this is. An advertisement bus of some kind. Got the police variant. Another emergency services of some kind. Maybe like medical rescue or something. A normal civilian variant. It has multiple different textures and skins, so you can change those as you like. Here we have the Mitsubishi. It's a Japanese bus, and it's from Call to Arms. But somebody gave it noises and managed to make it look nice with some different, textures. There's like more than just the yellow. This is the Ukrainian yellow. You can see these in Ukraine as well as the Icarus, which is what these are. They're all pretty much the same. There's a few differences to the inside. This one has like a thing here. 404 Kiev something. Got these white boxes on this one. These ones are also shorter. Yeah, they're shorter. They also have some different decals and stuff. Here we have the Icarus. These are the ones that you see all over Ukraine. Different skins. This is the Daisy. If any of you ever played the Daisy mod for Irma 2, this was one of the buses. It usually had multiple different skins. So it's fun that they added that in. We got the International School Bus. That's what it's marked as, at least. And this is the Karosa. Can't remember what this is, but it's an old Soviet bus of some form. I don't think this is the LAZ, the LAZ. This is the Militia covering, or skin for it. Another LAZ of some kind. This is the kind that you saw at Chernobyl when they evacuated the city. A few other cool looking ones. This one's pretty cool, the opened up ceiling. It's not exactly opened up, it's like glass, but it's still just kind of a nice variant from the rest. I see a good number of these ones, I think, in old videos showing around Yugoslavia and Poland. Here we got the line of vans. We have a bank texture. Police, the made-up faction of Chernorus police, German Polizei, Russian FSB skin. And here we have the classic UAZ. We got the police skin for it. I'm gonna fix the window texture there. I have the emergency services. The new skin, there's several new skins, but this is one that I figured I'd include. It's the Russian Postal Service. Moving on, this is the Opel Valerio, I think. Police, sappers, I think. We got medical, fire. Very nice. Got the British van here. You got the police variant and the SAS variant. We have this classic, ugly-looking, boxy truck thing. Can't remember the name. So we got the NYPD skin, LAPD, and FSB, as well as the standard, plain, ugly kind of skin. Got some ambulances. And say Los Santos Fire Department. And then just the American Medical Service. And a few trucks we haven't seen before. Very cool. A modern fire truck. So we got Another the Los Santos Fire Department. A whole host of new trucks. Just really awesome. These all have different skins and stuff. Here we got a big Russian police truck. I've seen quite a few of these in different videos of the riots in Moscow recently. And let's see, we got the fuel FSB truck. Very cool, it's all dark like that. The old Soviet crane truck. A few more variants of that. We got these. We got SWAT. We got the you can go recognize these guys from Grand Theft Auto. You reckon these guys from Arma's, I think either 2 or 3. The Daisy mod. Weird textures there. Soviet fire truck. Mail service. Milk. Postal or something. I don't know what this one is. This is garbage. Pretty funny how they added it in. Fuel. A few other variants. I won't get too hung up on these. Very nice though, the massive amount of variety. Also, I want to show you guys something. So you see how this car has a blue ring around it? If any of you have Call to Arms and you play around with the editor there and you wonder why you can't use some of the civilian vehicles, you actually can. They don't have noise and or any sound effects, but you can use them. So what you do is you go to the right here, you go to the Ables, you look for select, and when you click select, the thing is now white and it is usable. I just figured I'd mention that to any of you that were confused on why some vehicles couldn't be used. So if it has a blue ring, make sure you go to the Ables and check mark the or select the box that is labeled select. And it might not have noise. Maybe that's why I didn't put it in or let it have automatically set up with select. Sometimes they just forget. So don't get too hung up over it if you're worried on whether or not it works. Here are some unnecessary vehicles that won't ever be used, but just really impressive that they added it in. Much like the bombers, I don't know how we'll ever find use for this, but still, pretty cool they have it. This truck from Half-Life 2, it has multiple skins. This is one of them. It does have the default blue. This line of Kamaz trucks, or Kaz trucks. And these are all working. These are from Call to Arms. They have sound. Here we have some trucks from Spin Tires. We have the crane variant and the dump truck variant. Very nice. And there's a trailers tab, which has all the trailers that'll connect to these kind of cars. Some more trucks from Arma. Or not Arma, Call to Arms. Forklift. Here we got some of these farming equipment. Some more of these. A few more textures. Kind of funny that there's these, but again, you could do it for an aesthetic background kind of thing. If there's a farm or something in the background, you want to show it off, and I could be there. We got a tractor. It's opened up. That's pretty cool. This snow vehicle of some kind. It's an emergency services, I'm sure. And we got this bulldozer, and we've always seen this. It's been like an ugly rusted color, but someone retextured it properly, which is pretty cool. Here we have a little tuk-tuk. You see these driving around India and Asia. They're just about everywhere. And remember, there used to be a machine gun variant, which had a little machine gun sticking out the back, but I don't have that in this one. Which doesn't matter too much. Here we got the different types of motorcycles and mopeds. Police car, or police motorbike. A few other older cars. An unfinished Japanese texture of some kind. I'm sure I could finish it if it's wanted. So if any of you in Wasteland series see some cars you like or want that to be your main set of cars for transport, let me know. Here we're gonna move on. This is in the Others tab. a massive train that's been put on wheels for some reason. A bulldozing Kamaz truck. I think this also comes from spin tires. A trailer and the front truck for this truck. I think this car right here can actually go amphibious. In the mod I don't think so, but in real life, the way these ones are styled, they're meant to be amphibious. Here we have an atomic bomb. And if you're wondering, yes, you can blow it up. We got some drones here. We got a machine gun variant, a rocket pod variant, large armored truck thing, some more drones. Demonstrate. Let's see. Oh, they're not really working yet. That sucks. I don't have, this one doesn't have muzzle flash, which I guess doesn't matter too much. Got this Chinese truck here, on tracks. Got a machine gun there, pretty cool. Got another little drone. I've seen, the police have these. It's not fully working just yet. I got this little van here. Here we have the newest style of Black Hawk. I think this is the one that they used. Oh, sorry, I had to get a drink of water there. I think this is like one of the newer ones. It's much more stealthier, and they used it to fly in to kill Osama bin Laden when they raided his compound. I watched the movie Zero Dark 30, I think is what it's called. Very cool. Just a lot more of a sharper, angled looking version of the Black Hawk. Here we have a little drone. I think we're able to use it. Yeah, it doesn't have the proper sounds or animations, but still. Pretty cool. We have the command version of the BTR-80. Another massive construction vehicle that we won't ever use, but it's just cool to have. Here we have some more vans. German fire truck or van of some kind. And these guys, sprinters. We have the Russian variant, European variant. Very cool. And then just normal, Russian variant as well. So Russian, European, European, Russian. I'm not exactly sure how accurate this is, but apparently some of the rich that live in Moscow, they own ambulances just so they can get through traffic, which is kind of ridiculous. If you guys remember this car, this used to be the ambulance in Call to Arms, but they changed it. Which I think is kind of sad, because this would be kind of nice to see a more Arab or like Middle East style kind of made fire or ambulance thing, not a modern US ambulance like they have. Here we have this weird camper, I want to call it. I don't know if that's the full name for it, but yeah. Some cool police van texture. The normal texture. We have the transport. And it's got a little air freshener. Yeah, it says something hills work. Pretty cool. I think this is the ambulance that replaced the old ambulance for Call to Arms. It's nice and all, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to fit the area as well. Not that it's a bad looking ambulance. It's nice, I guess. Then you got the Weasel News. If you guys ever seen or played the GTAs, I think GTA 4 is where you see this van. Some more. You got the ATO textures for this one. There's a lot more than just this, but that's the only one I included. It's really cool. I might port this over to Nobody Except Us. You got the standard variant. You got the police and medical emergency. So that's it for those. Those are civilian cars. The others and new tab. But here we go to the Naval. It's pretty awesome that even though Naval is never really used. Sorry about that, comrades. The mod crashed. I selected one of the guns, and when I shot it, it hit one of the ships, set off a chain reaction, and because there's so much, it just completely melted. Anyway, this is the Marine section. Got some pretty cool smaller boats here, some civilian ones. I think it's from Call to Arms. Men of War Vietnam. Call to Arms. Men of War Vietnam. Men of War Vietnam, maybe? No, Call to Arms. Not sure, maybe Cold War mod. This one definitely from Men of War Vietnam. Call to Arms. Pretty cool stuff here. These cannons don't need to be mounted. They work. That was loud. I was afraid I almost crashed it there, but all these guns work without needing to be mounted. These ones here, though, the little ones, they do. Some of the ships as well, they don't need to. I wonder if these are actually animated. Let's see, call functions? No. Maybe this guy. Nope. Alright, well, that's alright. This is an English landing craft of some kind. Very weird looking. Here we have the American landing craft. It's like just a very big, bulky boat. I think these were seen in Battlefield 3 or maybe 4. Can't be certain, but still very cool. We got the Russian one. You can have space for 1, 2, I think maybe 2 or 3 BTRs. It's still in common use by the Ukrainian and Russian Navy to this day. It's a very awesome boat. Very cool for amphibious landings. Here we have the Soviet Navy ship. It's cargo of some kind. It doesn't seem to. Oh, it does have a gun set up. Again, you don't need to load up anyone. It's pretty cool. Here we have some pretty awesome and massive modern ships. US ones. Really weird looking one. Just so ugly, honestly. I mean, I'm sure it's very fast on water and it's probably very effective in combat, but it's just ugly. We got a Swedish ship here. Again, very weird looking, but I'm sure very effective. Let's see. Very cool. Another weird one. This is the Norwegian ship. Got some stuff on the side here. Here are the French. Crap, what? I can't remember the name of this one. Very cool though. Let's see. Some of these guns don't seem to have muzzle flash or proper animation, but that's alright. So that's the. Is this the rocket? Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Oh, crap, it crashed again. Sorry about that, comrades. It seems to have crashed again. It usually happens when you overload the mod with all those large vehicles. Normally those rockets fire without issue. So yeah, don't worry if you get this mod and you're wondering will those guns crash. No, it's only if you place all those vehicles down, which is fine because I actually only had 2 more things to show for this video. For the USA we had the, what was it? Is it the CW? Here we go. You have 2 types of the CW. You have a land variant, which doesn't move. And then you have this one, which does move. It's frickin' massive. What text mods do they have? Oh gosh. Let's see. I don't have any. That's alright, but those are the ones that I wanted to. Last ones I wanted to show you. Let's actually see, I think it was France. Yeah, the France has Gaul. Very cool. This static plane here. Massive ship. Like, you could have a whole battle just around this one thing. I'm sure there's a naval map where I could easily make one. Put the naval assets to good use. I hope you guys enjoyed this. The final part will cover tanks, trailers, trains, and the anti-air set of units. This one's not as long, obviously, thankfully. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good morning, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world.